welcome to this episode of our CC Filter Railway. Today I'm here at Southend and we've got to continue the line onwards. So let's get started with that. So obviously we've got the line over here and it stops abruptly here. And we've got the overhead cables, I guess. But we need this to continue. So my plan is to extend this to another station. I'm not sure if this will. I think there's going to be another station that won't involve the express line. Then it will branch off. So now it's just time to make that happen.
I miss the family I used to have. I feel like everything's so different now. Sitting by the fire as we'd watch the flames burn out. I miss the days I wasn't afraid. Now I always have my guard up, hands on my face. I learned to cope with the pain. I know that people think I'm trying to get attention, but in reality I'm trying to send a message. I know there's kids out there that are going through the same thing, and if you're one of them, I hope to help your suffering. Just know it will.
Right, so I've just quickly expanded the tracks over here. And one thing for the station is a relatively open one with a small building, and yeah, that's really it. So let's just get this station decorated and see what comes out of it.
And these feelings do not stay the same, no. They don't stay the same. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life. And I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life. I lost a couple friends on my way up. I took a couple L's, but that's just normal talk. I popped a couple pills, but they don't do much. And now I take Prozac in the morning with some other stuff. But why did I get into this? I feel like this is all a dream. But when I wake up, look around, this isn't even make-believe. So I sit in a corner thinking back to all the memories. I grew up with these fake beliefs, by the time I find a remedy. I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my life. And I don't wanna make you feel bad, but you kinda ruined my life. You hurt me and ruined my You hurt me and ruined my life. Yeah. Oh, you hurt me. Oh, you hurt me. You hurt me and ruined my You hurt me and ruined my life. I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I. Only you can put the fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground so we can fly again. not to go out of my mind. And all I need right now is for you to stay the night. But if you keep saying that you've got to leave, then I'm gonna be alright. As long as you tell me that we ain't running out of time. Thinking about all the things we did tonight. What a time to be alive. Just you and I. Just you and I.
Alright, so we've got the new station in here. I've not named it yet, but we might go to that afterwards. So we've got coming out of South End, we've got the line coming through here, and the high speed line obviously doesn't stop at this station, which was something that was problematic because these overhead wire designs that I stole from Unknowns plot, they just don't work on this short type of thing. Like honestly, you could, and if they did work, you wouldn't really need the thing. They literally touch without, they almost touch without you even interfering. Like a solid wall. Although the flags are interesting, and that looks interesting, and that could be used for something else. But right now we don't need something like that. So you know. Anyway, something else you may have realised. I'm pretty sure I mentioned this last episode, but if I didn't, these two have crossed over. Partly because this is the bigger line. This is the more important line with two different branches, and this line is going over into this side because there's more space on this side than there's on this side. Although I am realizing now that I'll need to readjust this because we don't want them being directly next to each other. We want them being a space apart, and I just incorrectly put that there. Right. Anyway, you've got that line going off. The turn's a little wonky. I might try and fix it. But yeah, the lines are going off. I think I might stop electrifying the track from above, because I was only really doing it for this a big bit with 3 tracks on it, but there's not really any need for it now. So I think the first thing I'm going to probably be working on is the forest line, and I might branch off, and I might just, yeah, I'm just gonna plan this out, plan out exactly where the stations will be on the line, and I'll come back to you after I've done that. Alright, so off camera I've just quickly added these tracks, you know, just kind of track work, it's kind of boring. But basically it will run around, hopefully the first and only diagonal station. So this area, like I said before, will be a forest, kind of like, I guess, that person's things. So everything will be kind of a forest in here, and you have this train station and that train station, and they'll both be quite rural train stations with you know, just the one track, which was kind of the intention of this. So basically we've got a lot of different types of train stations. We've got central stations, we've got embedded train stations, we've got city-like single track stations, we've got more rural multi-track stations, we've got more rural double track stations, medium-sized stations, and now we've got rural single track stations over here, and hopefully some more different types, Jesus Christ, more different types of stations over here when this line continues onwards. So yeah, we've just got this going along here, and hopefully it will cap off here. So between episodes, probably not. I might add the forest in this area, but I'm not exactly sure how this area is going to be connected to everything. Because you've got the one connection at the city, which will be the highway over here. Then you've got, that's really about it. You've got the highway, and then you've got a giant railway line between that and the highway, which is just going to be a bridge. Or it goes all the way around the top. So I'm thinking that maybe they'll just be like a station in the middle of nowhere with some dirt around it, and then a small, tiny little town. Hopefully. But yeah, that's mostly it for this kind of stuff. So I think I'm probably gonna leave it there. We've only really got. I know things have been slowing down recently. I mean, we've not been doing that much scenery work, or all we've been doing is adding one station at a time. But the thing is, the train stations need to come first, and the the scenery takes a while, and it's also really complicated. So we don't have to have the stations first, and also the fact that the stations are just you can't get all of them done in one day. So I can't just have this whole line done. As much as it would make a great episode, having all this action packed stuff in it, it'd be far too long, and also just generally the stuff. But yeah, we got the basic line going on. We'll probably be able to finish that line later on, and also speculate on how things are going to reach that line. In terms of this station, we still have to name it. So, small station. Let's go. Um, there's a Rackerton Junction. Racker. Right. Racker Junction. Racket Junction. No. Rat. Rat Junction. Yep. Rat Junction. No references. I just saw a rat in my room. I'm really bad at naming things. By all means, if you're in the Discord, give some good names for these two stations, these two rural foresty kind of stations. One will have a town with it, and one will just be a station. I just said like a little dirt parking place. Make up some good names for them, and I might use them. Just post them in the suggestions chat. Also, make sure to join the Discord for fun stuff, kind of. Well, that was just very epic gameplay of me typing out the word rack junctions over and over and over again. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of RCC for the Railway. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to join the Discord and all the social links below. That's really all I've got to say. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to try give them some names in the comments or in the suggestions chat in the Discord for names for these nice two stations. And next episode, I think we'll complete this line, and we might even get another completed train service. Although I really doubt it due to the fact that it won't be that interesting without any scenery. Then again, it's just trees. We might even be able to add all the trees into this area. Maybe it won't have a road connection, or maybe it will have a small road connection to the city via this direction. We don't know. We'll have to figure that out later. But later down the line, either we'll be building that line in 2 episodes' time, or we'll be decorating this scenery around here in 2 episodes, or maybe even 1 episode time. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.